None of us have a lot of time to practice, but when we do, we want something simple, has a huge impact on our game, and it doesn't take us too much time to do it. So there's 3 fundamentals I'm going to show you today, and when you go out and try it, it's going to roughly take you around 2 minutes to do this drill. And I know, once you get this right, it's going to roughly add around 10 to 15 yards to every single one of your irons. So let's get into the video. But before that, if you are brand new to this channel, a warm welcome. This channel is powered by you, the viewers, and we're answering this question today. But you're thinking, well, how do I get involved? Simply subscribe, turn the bell, and pop what you need help with down below. What's even better about this drill, you can actually do it from home. So it has a huge impact, or to be fair, if you're at work, even in the office. First fundamental we're going to absolutely nail. Just place something between your legs. So you've got equal distance between your right foot, a golf club, and your left foot. We're going to look at the body turn. This is so essential. This part right here is your engine. This performs well, then wow, it is impressive. Now, the first thing I want you to understand is, let's separate this body, right? Our knees turn a little bit. Our hips turn a little bit more than our knees, and our shoulders turn a little bit more than our hips. We sort of have the idea that we're trying to be a coiled spring. That idea of just turning loads is so dangerous for your swing. So let's break this down. All I want you to do here is, and the best way of doing this, try and keep your knees as still as you can. They're not going to stay still, and your only simple objective is your left shoulder is simply going to move around 12 inches, just to where it's maybe this part of it here is hanging over, from your perspective, that golf club you placed in the middle of your stance. So simply, I would just go, boom. Now I've got some real tension in here. I'm not having to do loads. So you're probably looking at this right now going, Alex, that's quite liberating. I'm not having to do much. And to be honest with you, that is the reaction I get every single time out on the lesson tee when someone goes, I've been trying to turn so much. No, it's about creating a coil where the shoulders turn more than the hips turn more than the knees, and that is simply just, boom, okay, look where my shoulder is. That's all I'm trying to do. We're already straight into this drill, and that's the first fundamental I want you to get right. So if we said out of the 2 minutes, you did 20 to 30 seconds of that, that is a perfect way to start really firing your engine. So the second part is all about the wrists. Now, I like to use hack motion, and so many of my students do, just because, right, they can measure their practice, so they know whether they're doing it right or they're doing it wrong when they're not stood on the lesson tee with me, because that's often what I see. Students go away, they think they're doing it right, but they're not actually. So they've got a brand new drill on here. It's the Faldo drill. And let's just get ourselves calibrated up simply like this. Now, I want you to watch my wrists carefully. We're going to set them. And you can always use the hack motion to guide you here. Then we're going to move them to the top, trying to really keep them in the right area. Now look, I thought that was pretty good, but I was a little bit too hinged. So you can really let this guide you through that practice. Audio feedback's pretty good too, and that's what a lot of my students say. So again, watch my wrists. Where people falter with this drill is they move their hands too much, then set. Simply, my hands are hanging down under my sternum. I'm setting it, moving it, trying to keep myself in, rep captured, and that's exactly what we're looking for. Now, if we break that down a little further, what exactly we're looking for in the wrists. When you're in their dress position, they start a little bit like this, okay? Let's grab our golf club. We're then looking to set the wrists just like this. Now look how it got a little bit flatter. This is going to keep your club face a lot squarer, which is why it results in a lot more yardage. We said at the start, roughly between 10 and 15, and I truly believe that, because a stronger club face means the ball is on that club for longer. It's climbing in those grooves. It's not glancing and open. Then, as we go to the top of the backswing, we've got this scenario where our club face is nice and strong. Notoriously, a lot of my students are in this weak position. I very rarely see someone that's too bowed. So taking us from here to here is super powerful for your golf game. So at stage 2, we're just simply dialing in on what these wrists do. And the hack motion, if I'm honest with you, takes all that misunderstanding, misinterpretation, and I guess bad reps out of your practice. Bad reps are not good. So let's get on to the third and final stage of this video. So you can see here, you can nail the wrists, nail the body, and not actually hit a single golf ball away, but feel like you're actually improving. Now, obviously, as a golf coach, I realistically look at this and go, well, is that going to transfer into some great golf? No, it's going to seriously help, but this is where it knits all together. This is this final stage. But I'm a big believer in you've got to open the door to be able to get to this. So the first stage was this. Second stage was the wrists, using the hat motion to guide you. Now, how we hit some shots. This is where you can do all those reps at home, head to that range, and set a drill up like this. Simple reminder, this golf club's in the middle. It's not referencing my ball position. It's referencing the middle of my stance for my shoulder, okay? I've got 7-iron for reference. If you look at my ball position, it's just slightly ahead of center. I'm gonna hit a rep where I stand in, wait for the click, set, see it in the green, move it back, swing through. Oh my, that felt so pure. And you know what I like about that? It felt like it was automatic. Like literally I didn't have to think about the downswing. But what was seriously interesting, and again, I talk to you, and look, I'm a pro, I think I swing it pretty good, I've worked hard on my game, but I got a bit of an amber rating there, so I could have been better. Now I see that as exciting. One shot there that felt unbelievable could have been even better. And you can go in, have a look at this data. Okay, at the top I was too hinged. Now I would not have known that without using this. Let's try one more and really just show you exactly these wrists in a little more detail. I just find this really exciting. When you start to knit three pieces together, you start to get truly tuned in to some great golf. So, get that set up, wait for the click, set, up. Oh, look how much more penetrating that is. A little bit too hinged again, but look at the result. Something for me to work on, but really dialing in on improving your golf game. Let's break that down, a nice quick summary here. We're looking for the shoulder to move that sort of 12 inches from where we're here to here. Really feeling that coil. The next stage is the set. Combine it with the turn, look at my shoulder, it's moved that 12 inches. I've got those wrists that we spoke about in stage 2. Stage 3 is just knitting those pieces all together. Really compact, really powerful move to improve your backswing. And you've just seen the quality of shots that you can hit. And I think this is a great 2-minute drill to take your game from here all the way to here. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.